Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I usually don't take it for granted. By supporting me in this video, just do me a favor again, ensure you like the video. I will appreciate you so much for that like. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Kenyans, William Samoei Ruto is just playing with the minds of Kenyans. If he is not flying, he is in the process of planning to fly outside the country. And you can clearly understand how William Samoei Ruto is so determined to fly in the name of bringing us development and
wakati hayuko angani, yuko kwenye mipangilio ya kuwa angani. Huu ndio umekuwa msururu wa shughuli za Rais William Ruto katika miaka miwili ambayo amekuwa uongozini tangu mwezi Septemba mwaka 2022. Katika muda huo, Rais Ruto amefunga safari mara 66, akisafiri kila mwezi isipokuwa Julai mwaka huu tu tangu aanze majukumu ya ikulu.
The question that I usually ask myself, Kenyans, have you realized that William Samoei Ruto has no intention about creating jobs locally in our country? His mission is to export labor, just that to benefit the government of the day, but not the personalities. The other day, William Ruto traveled to Germany, and yesterday they signed something called labor something relation agreement that is going to enable Kenyans work in a conducive environment in Germany. The question that I have for you, Kenyans, you want to tell me that after William Ruto signed the agreement, is there now the time that Kenyans will start going to Germany? How many Kenyans are we having in Germany working there? Several of them. They were working there without even the agreement in between the German and Kenyan government. What you have seen William Ruto doing yesterday was just to sign a paper, but it was not to avail that 250,000 jobs that he is claiming. I want to ask you another question. When William Samoei Ruto flew to US for a state visit, what are this impact we have felt since William Ruto flew to US for a state visit? What is this impact that you can see now? Even if we are complaining, William Ruto has brought this since he traveled to US. William Ruto has traveled all over the country, you know. He has traveled all over the country in the name of signing job or labor agreement in between a certain country with our country. The question is, has William Ruto created an employment opportunity to these young men and women who graduated? Some of them have not graduated because maybe they were not able to go to school, but they are having that potential to work. What you're seeing William Ruto doing in Germany is just pure nonsense, and nothing is going to come out of that. It's just they have signed. But if you wait in Kenya, William Ruto to search for you a job in Germany, you are wasting your time.
Thank you. Another important joint ambition for both of us is cooperating more closely in the area of migration. As we have seen right now, the Federal Minister of the Interior, Nancy Faeser, State Minister Katja Koil, and Foreign Minister Mudavadi have signed an agreement on this topic of a mobility partnership, and I think that is a very important agreement. It offers new prospects for Kenyan men and women because skilled workers and young trainees can come to Germany. It can help us to bridge the severe shortage of skilled labor. And the first impacts, of course, are already being felt. And we see that there is this shortage that we need to address. At the same time, this agreement also addresses the other side of the coin, that is, effective repatriation procedures for those who have come from Kenya but have no right to stay in Germany. It is now easier for them to return to their home country.
Today we celebrate the signing of this comprehensive migration and labor mobility partnership agreement that will provide a context for expanding the relationship between our two countries, the people-to-people relationship, and for giving us an opportunity to unlock the potential in technology in Germany and human capital in Kenya, where we have a big youth bulge, educated, innovative, hardworking young people who, working in collaboration with Germany, we can combine the innovation, creativity, energy, talent, knowledge of our young people with German investment, technology, and resources, and provide for a win-win outcome. I'm very excited that we have today signed off this agreement that will give an opportunity for Kenyan young people and Kenyan people to work in Germany. And with it, as you have said, Chancellor, provides also an opportunity for those who will have finished their duty or who don't have to be in Germany, for them to find their way back at home.
The same scenario that William Ruto has been having, that when he travels, he usually go to borrow money. Last week he was in China. He borrowed 40 billion Kenyan shillings there. But the question you never asked William Ruto is this. When he's going to borrow 40 billion Kenyan shillings in China, he's using 30 billion Kenyan shillings just to travel locally in our country. Have you realized that? But these individuals are continuing to borrow and they are spending on their own benefit. You even see what William Ruto is doing, traveling locally and internationally. The question is, what is this that William Ruto is bringing on the table? Kenyans, I'm telling you, nothing. If it is not a deal with scandal, if it is not a deal with corruption, if it is not a deal with bribes, what is this that you can present before William Ruto? That, man, you've done this. You are our president. We are appreciating you. You've done a wonderful job. But typically, what we usually look at is that William Ruto is in the US. He has received respect. He's so much respected in the US. He's so much respected in Germany. He's so much respected in India. He's so much respected, in Dubai. He's so much respected in Australia. He's so respected in Switzerland. The question is, have you realized that William Ruto's traveling to one country has no business with the people of the country? It is just a business with his government. Because since William Ruto started traveling, how many job opportunities he has promised Kenyans? When he was going to Saudi Arabia, William Ruto promised thousands of jobs. As we speak, how many Kenyans have received jobs from Kenyan government abroad? Nothing. So this is just a PR. Nothing is going to come out of clear instance that we are going to benefit from William Ruto's flying moments. If he's not flying abroad, he's flying locally. If William Ruto has already spent 30 billion Kenyan shillings locally just traveling, what about his traveling abroad? So William Ruto is just wasting a lot of time in the name of bringing development, in the name of bringing us loans, in the name of bringing us jobs. And the question is, are we benefiting? That is the question we are asking. Because you cannot convince me, many a times when the man is traveling outside the country, when he's back, there's something positive you can see. Nothing. Nothing, Kenyans. Believe me, nothing. And if those who are still queuing, waiting for William Ruto's 250,000 jobs, that is going to come back with those jobs, it is just your time to apply. Nothing like that. Kwani wakanti William Ruto anaenda kusign that agreement? You want to tell me hakuna Wakenya wanafanya kazi in Germany? We are having several of them. 1,000 of them. Even leave alone 250,000. We are having more. Some are married there, some are studying there and working. You cannot tell me this is now the time. I have my fellow friends who are working in Germany, but they're not working because serikali imewapea. You know? The only thing we can say is that yes, William Ruto has now created this conducive environment by signing that labor something relations agreement with Germany, that now Kenyans are going to have a conducive environment to work. But the question is, are Kenyans who are working there having conducive environment? Yes, they are working. They're working. The environment is not as the same as the environment in Saudi Arabia. The Germans, our Kenyans in Germany are working. So it is just a PR to show that is working, but not. So this time round, we have realized the man has no business with common mwananchi. Kazi yake ni kufly tu. Moving from one location to the other. From one location to the other. You'll find yourself praising nothing out of nothing. That is what William Ruto is doing. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye bye till you meet in another video.